Okay. Hi, chat. How are you all doing tonight? I assure you it's probably better than me. Oh boy. So I got a few toys. All right, let's get the zoom in here, chat. Let's get the zoom in here. Can I hold on? Gotta get this. Hello, Nuno. All right. I got a bit of a shadow on my face. It seems. Oh, because of the camera. Literally, the camera's right in front of me. That's why. Okay, hold on, let me shimmy this real quick, so I could be center frame, but not covered in shadow. How? There we go. So I got I was sent something really cool by Fadus. Fadus sent me this tungsten carbide nozzle. Yeah, this is real tungsten carbide. And I was using it to print some carbon fiber nylon. You know, testing it, you know, making sure it's good. Oh, she clogged bad. Nothing. I can't get anything out of this now. We tried sticking it, you know, tried shoving it up the butt. Nothing. We can't unclog this. This might be toast. I can't get the outside the printer. I can't get it hot enough to actually shove cleaning filament down in there. I'm able to form the tip of the filament, but I'm not able to pull anything out. So as of right now, can't print any more carbon fiber. This is just toast. Good news though, I was able to print all of my carbon fiber parts that I needed for the Positron build that I'm going to be doing with Pooch. Here's one of the parts. This is a failed part. So let me show you this. This is insane. So this is printed like this, vertically. So it's printed like that. So I'm bending it along layer lines right now. This was printed like 2 days ago. Dude, I can't. I can like slightly bend it. I can't break it. Dude, this stuff's insane. Yeah, that's the best I can do. I just bent it slightly. This is going to be like the most indestructible positron. Like here's some failed prints that came off of this today. Because again, it oh, that snapped that way. Okay. Dude. Yeah, this stuff is tough, and I just destroyed a nozzle with it. Oh yeah, I have a Revo Obsidian that I could push this through, but that's also currently toast because of bamboo. Stuff's fun, but guess what? Well, good thing is I have replacement nozzles for the Prusa, so I can get her up and running with standard filament. So my ABS ASA prints are not stopped entirely, and I actually got great news. I was able to get the chamber temp up to 40 or 38 really, which is great because that means I can do ABS ASA prints. The only problem is it took like 12 hours of the printer being at like 100 degrees Celsius on the bed. So it took a long time for the printer to actually heat up the chamber to a point that it could print ABS ASA. So I gotta look into that and try and improve it. So that's fun. Yeah, no, the carbon fibers actually clogged the nozzle on this one. So it's just hosed. It's toast. The only other printer I currently have that can print ABS ASA reliably is the Positron inside the bamboo. There's a Positron in there, chat. Oh my god, I'm gonna turn her off. But yeah, there's a positron in there, and she printed some parts. I didn't print anything large because here's the one problem with the positron inside the bamboo. When the kinematic system goes all the way forward, it opens the door, so I can't use that to print a lot of ABS ASA. But the fact that the positron fits in there, and I can use it as a heated enclosure to print ABS ASA, is gold. And I have prints to prove it. Hold on. So I printed small. I didn't go large. But these in my hand right here, these were printed on the positron. This is ABS. So the positron actually pretty well, in fact. I have some extrusion problems, but this is probably because of the really strange way the filament's being fed. Here, let's move to the top camera real quick. Chat. I can't believe this. Alright, also, you may notice something has a display here. Yeah, look at that. That actually turned out really well. The positron can print ABS ASA pretty good. The bed struggles to stay above 110 Celsius. So nylon might not be possible, but who's printing nylon? I'm gonna try and print nylon on the to be specific, I have 2 spare hot ends. I'm gonna try and print carbon fiber nylon on the positron. If I can get that to work, that's gonna be our gimmick at Smurf. Our Smurf gimmick is gonna be carbon fiber nylon. If I can't get carbon fiber nylon to print, I'm gonna use I'm gonna get a tungsten nozzle, and we're gonna print actually I need to message Fadus and ask for just a tungsten nozzle for the positron. But we're gonna try and do carbon fiber, because why not? Can you print on the bamboo while using it? No, we can't do that, sadly. And we also got great news. We have we're gonna have an enclosure for the XL. I just bought the parts needed. It's not gonna be the Prusa enclosure, as mentioned in previous streams. It's gonna be the Sumo enclosure. But I'm really excited for that. So we have an enclosure for the XL, so we're gonna be able to do some really cool stuff. That's coming in, I think, Sunday. So next week we'll start. I'm gonna try and get the filament in. I need a lot of PETG, but we're gonna actually start printing the parts for the Sumo. Actually, it's gonna have to be like in 2 weeks, because I have to print all the parts, and it's a lot of parts. But we're gonna get all the parts for the Sumo, and we're gonna build that, and we're gonna build that on stream. It's gonna be fun. But oh my god, guys, I cannot believe I toasted a tungsten carbide. I cannot believe I toasted this nozzle. Man. I mean, hey, I did what Fadus asked me to do. Fadus wanted me to test this, and I tested it. I tested it good. Hey, Joseph. Welcome. I tested this real good. Joseph, thanks for reminding me. Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing another LDO filament giveaway. It is, if you're watching on Twitch, it's down below in my links. On YouTube, it is in the description of the video. So if you want a random color, I was informed of this by Jason, that is a random color. You don't know what color you're gonna get. Sorry, Joseph, for that mistake there. We don't know what color you're gonna get, but you can sign up to win for a random spool of filament. Joseph, you won this week, so I'm gonna say you're not eligible. If you win, or I think I'm gonna go with the if you win 1 month, you have to wait till the next month to win again, only because I have such a small following right now. But yeah, you get a random color spool of LDO ABS filament. And yeah, Joseph won on Wednesday, so congrats, man. Thank you for participating. And hey, that means you guys have a better chance of winning this time. Yes, US only. because it's sold by Fabrico. So US only right now. I think LDO will eventually expand into other markets. But for right now, US only. Oh man. Yeah, this I cannot. Oh man. Sorry, Fadus. I cooked a really expensive nozzle. I'm gonna try and revive it. Here's my problem. I don't really have a blowtorch, so I can't like just torch the nozzle. I don't know how I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna try and torch it. I'm gonna see if I can get a blowtorch, and I'm gonna torch it. And I'm hoping I can like hold it with some needle nose like right here, torch it, shove some cleaning filament in there, let it cook, cool it down, and then pull out the filament. So I'm hoping I can do a cold pull to get this out. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be a fun process. But hey, I'm gonna let you guys know how it goes. It is not a unicorn nozzle. This is a tungsten carbide. This is Fadus's new tungsten carbide nozzle. So it is not cheap. I think we have a cooking torch, so I think we might be good. Oh man, man, that sucks. It sucks that happens. Yeah, at least it's not on Diamondback. Yeah. I should reach out to Diamondback, see if they want to get me a Diamondback. Don't hold metal tube with pliers, you'll crush the tube. So the place where I'm grabbing is like right here, and I'm not grabbing it tight, but I'm grabbing it right here where the normal pressure points would be. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you, Digital Dragon. Hey, sorry about what I heard about your fan. We just got the spec sheet from LDO, and we're currently investigating what's happened with the fans. And we're gonna be revising our config. We're investigating what's going on with the fans. If you haven't already, reach out to your retailer and get a replacement fan. We're gonna do our best to see what's going on. But thank you for pushing through last night. I do really appreciate it. I would, for now, recommend getting like a 9K fan from like from something. It's a neck shooter. Yeah, it's a neck shooter nozzle. So like that's not easy to come by. Fun stuff. I got. What else do I have for news? We're waiting on replacement parts for the bamboo. Bamboo is still out of commission, so waiting on that. If you haven't seen, I know some people just entered, but the bamboo is a great enclosure. There's a positron in there. The best part is, I have the screen and everything on the outside. Right there is the screen for the positron. Right there, that's the screen. I routed all the cables through the poop chute of the bamboo. So power and USB-C cables going through the poop chute, and I'm using the bamboo filament feeder to feed filament. I'm using the XL. That orange spool right there is what's currently fed into the positron. Is the nozzle design open source, or did Prusa collaborate with Fadus? I think Prusa collaborated with Fadus on that. Once you have the XL enclosed, you can probably print and still have it as a positron. Yeah, no, absolutely. Especially if I don't print anything tall, 100%. Yeah, 1,400 for an enclosure. Sounds like a deal, right? We're gonna work on also enclosing the SVO8. I want to get all my printers enclosed so that I could use all of them for ABS ASA. So that's something that's on the list. If you want to help make that possible, there is a link in the description where you can donate to Positron as well as me, and that will help us be able to do some cooler projects on here. I appreciate it if you do. YouTube is not monetized. Let me be clear on that. We have not reached the goal for monetization on YouTube yet, but hey, with your support, we can absolutely do that. And the more people subscribe, the more people watch, the more stuff we can do, like filament giveaways. And we can expand that as well. So make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. On on Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to us on Twitch for free. It doesn't cost you anything if you have Amazon Prime. And that helps support the channel as well, and that helps us do cool stuff too. Anyway, last stream, I promised you guys that we would get this V3 working. And I straight up failed in that because the image that I made did not work. But guess what I found out? I forgot I had my original SD card in my V3 that's at my office. That V3 is non-functional because we took out the thermistor on it for my Alpha Positron. So that means that we're good. Look, let's go to the live top view, ladies and gentlemen. This is on. In fact, it is so on that we can move it like Donkey Kong. Let me zoom out a little bit here. So here's what I've gone ahead and done. So I have done some config changes on this Positron. Was there a pre-stream? No, Dark, there was not. I just wanted to have dinner with my family, and I had to sit down with my financial advisor, aka my father. That's the running joke. If I ever say I have to talk to my financial advisor, it's I have to talk to my dad. He helps me keep track of all the finances for Positron, for Nomad's Galaxy, and for all that. So he is the real MVP. So let's hope there's no midstream. Yeah, right. No. I'm good. I'm not sick. Everything's good. We are all Gucci, ladies and gentlemen. We are fine. All right. So yeah, this is working. I just hit home all again. So let's see here. Yeah, this is just working. So what we gotta do is we gotta get her printing, which should be pretty straightforward. So let's move this bed up. Now, cool thing about this, I can remove this bed and it does not crash the firmware. This version of the firmware, at least for the V3, was designed so that you could remove the bed no problem. We've disabled that in newer versions of Positron because if your bed comes unplugged, we want it to stop because you might have a problem. But this is back when we were like, hey, if you remove the bed, pause the print. Because that's actually a feature Kraylin had in his firmware originally. But yeah. So let's actually shut her down real quick. What we want to do, we need to reroute this cable here. So this is likely to get caught underneath this rail. So how we fix that is we move this tool head. Also, we have something catching. We're not really going to be fixing this all too much. We're leaving her as stock as possible. We're going to get her printing, but like things like tensioning of the synchro mesh, we're not bothering with that. We're leaving the synchro mesh as is, which does mean that it's going to get caught in some places naturally. We're leaving that because I don't want to deal with it. And again, we're trying to keep this as stock as possible. And if we want to keep this as stock as possible, then we're just going to have to leave that. Everything else is plugged in correctly, so everything else is fine. So let's go ahead and turn her back on. Yeah, like around here at some point, it doesn't like to go over, but that's fine. That little change right there, that will keep this from getting caught. We got some sumo parts kind of falling in. Chat, I want you guys to decide what color do we want the sumo to be. I'm looking at some possible filament sponsors. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But check out Ambrosia. Maybe, ooh, you know what? I'm going to reach out to Cookie Cat. Let's see if we can get some Ambrosia. Or not Ambrosia, Cookie Cat. I want to see if we can get some Witchcraft. That'd be a cool color for the sumo. I can't believe this is working. I'm going to make a backup of this image off stream so that I can get other V3s up and running. And now that I know how to make a proper backup, the last time I made a backup of this SD card, I did a 1-to-1 backup. Hey, Steven, welcome. I did a 1-to-1 backup of the SD card, so like every single bit on the SD card, even the unused space, got backed up. So that's 120 gigabyte or 128 gigabyte. It's insane. Neon yellow? Maybe. I'm not a fan of yellow. Yellow's not really my thing. So, purples and blues are kind of what I'm looking for. Okay, neon green. Yeah, so to be clear, we are eventually going to like redo the studio space at some point in the future, and my main colors are like a navy blue and purple. Those are my logo colors. So the XL's likely going to become a mainstay in my backdrop. So let's definitely think something like that. Homer Simpson themed Positron. I like that. Maybe one day we'll do that. I just told it to home all and I forgot to put a bed on. So I did go ahead and already do our senseless homing adjustment, so it actually does do that correctly. So what we need to do now, we need to get the bed on here, and we need to do calibrations, and then we can actually put a we can actually load this up with some filament and see how she goes. All right, let's home again. What was that flashing light? I don't remember. I don't know what flashing light you're talking about. If you're talking about on the tool head, that is the IR sensor. Do I have a benchy on here? I do have a benchy. It takes an hour and 20 minutes. We're not doing that. Yeah, I'm going to reslice some files for this. Especially now that we have a 3.2 profile. I want to run a 3.2 profile on this. So here's the thing. This has all the same hardware as the 3.2, except for the extruder and the Z drive. So we should be able to get 3.2 performance out of this. It won't look great, because this doesn't have an accelerometer on the toolhead. So it won't look good, but we should be able to get 3.2 performance out of this. So we should be able to do that. Let's see if we can do, let's see, can I do a PID tune on this? Let's do temperature. I don't see an option for PID tuning. Okay, no, I don't see an option for PID tuning. The Deception Purple and Polymaker Gray, that is going to be my Positron if ever. That's a good color combo. I do like that. The next Positron we build is going to be a black and white build. So we are building a Positron with Pooch. We're going to revive my V3 and, or my 3.2, my Alpha Posi. We're going to revive her, and with reviving her, we're going to build her black and white. So we're gonna essentially do stealth, but it's gonna glow in the dark blue. So that's gonna be really cool. I got all the parts printed, so she's ready to go. And if you follow Pooch on Twitter, he also just finished his parts as well. So a lot of cool stuff going on. Okay, let me pull up this printer on our computer here. We are going to not update Clipper. Clipper is really outdated, but 92168.0.6. Clipper is really outdated, but I don't want to risk anything here. So we're just going to leave it stock. Let's go to our files, and let's just delete everything here. Yep. Alright, there we go. Alright, we need to PID tune. So let me pull up the commands for PID tuning. Thank you, all 3DP, for a website that has a very quick, like, here's the codes for, here's the code. Oh, excuse me. Wait, where's the code? Oh, sorry, not all 3DP. All 3DP are cool. But Obico is the one that actually has, like, a, here's the code for tuning your stuff. You have to scroll down a bit, but yeah, they just kind of give it to you. Right? It's Obico, right? No. What website does it? Oh, there's something here that... Oh, hold on. I gotta do PID tuning Clipper. That's why. Clipper PID tuning how-to guide. Here we go. Yep, okay. Obico is the one. I'm sorry, guys. I'm being dumb. Alright, extruder heat up to 200. And then target 60 for the bed. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, chat, make sure to hop into the description there to get a chance to win some LDO ABS filament, US only. US only. Hey, Maker's Minds Nexus, welcome. Man, you missed a one heck of a introduction stream today. I got down bad with some tungsten and some carbon fiber. All right, let's pull up Orca. Yeah, we were given the Phaetus tungsten nozzle to do some testing on, and yeah, we cooked it. It is now completely clogged. So, yeah, a fight between the CF and tungsten and the CF1. Yep. So to be clear, the filament that we used is Polymaker's Fibrology PA12 carbon fiber. So, like, I showed it off a moment ago. Like, here is a print that came off of it. So, remember, this is printed like this. So, it's printed like this, straight up and down. So, layer lines are going like that. And I cannot break it. Like, look at my fingers. I am trying here. Oh, I can't. I can't. This thing is tough. This is really good. And I got a positron that's printed out of it. Hold on. Let me... Here. We're gonna try really cranking. Ah! Yeah, look at my fingers. I'm not messing around. This stuff will not give. All I need is some red Loctite. It'll be the strongest positron ever. I threw that shit out, man. I don't got any more red Loctite. You know that. Alright. Is Orca... Okay. Oh, I need to reset up Orca. That's cool. North America. Printer selection. Positron. Yep, 0.4 nozzle. standard filaments, nothing crazy. Yeah, let's download the latest version. Why not? Oh, my fingers really hurt now. Actually, we'll skip that version for now. We don't need multi-material stuff for Posi. Either that part is strong or you are weak. We have no reference point here. Yeah, I'm looking around for something that could give a reference point. The only thing I have is this aluminum can. So, you know, let me finish this aluminum can, then I'm going to crush this aluminum can in my hands, and that will give you an idea of how strong I am. I mean, maybe it won't, because aluminum cans are fairly easy to crush. Has your... Wait, is my mic bad? Is something wrong with my microphone? Chat, can we confirm that my mic is good or not? Something might cover it. That fades in and out. That's weird. Here, let me try. Let's bring it closer up. How's that? Fades in and out. I mean, I got a lot of noises going on. It's probably something weird's probably going on there. I'm looking at the actual waveform, and we're looking good right now. Yep, save configuration. Let's do that. All right, I moved it closer, so hopefully that helps. Here, all right. Oh. Okay, the trick to crushing a can is you have to compromise it first. Yeah, crush the side of it. Okay, well, maybe I am just a weakling. To be fair, I have carpal tunnel, and that hurts. That hurts. Oh man. We're just gonna ignore that. We're going to ignore that. we're going to ignore the blatant failure of my strength. Hold on. I can redeem myself here. I'm gonna crush a chip in my hands. Alright, here we go. It's a chip. I'm gonna redeem myself. That was just a tough part. Hold on. Oh man, this is hard. Cat, how do you break a chip? See, the strength's in the jaw the whole time. I should have just ate the nylon. Here, I have an older design Positron. Where did this come from? This is older in design. I don't know where this came from. Oh, I printed it for somebody. That's why. Insert GIF of Homer blowing out candles. Now I see why you developed such small. Hey. All right, now I gotta redeem myself here. What is something I would be fine with breaking? Well, hold on. I got this. Here we go. All right. Yeah. Yeah. This is printed. This is printed. It's printed like this, right? Right. Redemption. Redemption. I broke something. Redemption. All right. Let's see if I can. Can I? Okay. I'm just gonna. I'll take that win, and we will depart. One more. Yeah, look at that. I'm strong, man. I'm big strong. I'm down bad. I'm good. Ow, that one cut me. What was the wall infill? Here you go. We got 3 walls, and I want to say that's about 25%. There you go. Look, you can actually see. Judge it yourself. Ha. Wow, that's actually pretty strong. Anyway, ha. Give it the full ugga dugga. I gave it the full ugga dugga. What about it? All right, so let me show you guys something wild here. So I should be able to show you guys this. So hello, say hello to the thermal camera. So we've seen the thermal properties of a positron before. I remember I've shown you guys that before. And if you remember, the top of a glass positron bed, actually, let me grab one real quick for your reference here. Is this the bad one? No, this is a good one. Okay. So once again, this is the current positron bed that we are shipping with the 3.2. So if we look at it on the camera, and I point it at myself, you can see me. Hello, it's reflective. This positron bed is reflective of the environment around it. So like right there, what is that? I don't know what that is that I'm pointing at. That is a thing on my ceiling somewhere. But yeah, hell, that's me. Hello, that's reflective. On the other side, it's not reflective. You can actually see my handprint right there. So, okay. Huh? The overhead camera? No. That's the overhead camera right there. Oh, that's the. Oh, that's my monitor, and one of my lights that's pointing at me. That's what that is. Anyway, this is reflective. So this is reflective. That's what we use. The ITO coating is reflective on this. But this side is not reflective. This side actually shows you what's on the other side. Anyway, so yeah, point of reference. So that is what we had now. Beforehand, check that out. That is the old positron bed. And that is because this is using window defrosters. That is just copper tape that goes around the entirety of the bed in order to heat up the bed. I'm still working on trying to get a digital feed of this to my computer so you guys can see this in higher detail. But isn't that wild? One of our engineers has a thermal camera that does digital output and it's like way better than this. So I'm gonna ask him what he has and see if I can get it. But yeah, right there. If I zoom in, you can see those, you can actually see the tape. Now, with our PCB bed, we've kind of gone back to this to some degree because this is a PCB bed. But there you go. I wanted to show you guys that. I thought that would be really cool to show. We need a Hilbert curve design. Okay, that would be cool. I've seen... Okay. Let me be very clear. I cannot endorse third-party mods or third-party peripherals because I work with LDO, and like full disclosure, if LDO is making something and you know there's a competitor, I have to be neutral, but I cannot vouch for things I have not tested. There are third-party beds that don't use the ITO coding that have cool patterns on them, but I cannot speak for their performance or their reliability. What I certainly cannot say, or what I certainly can say, is they are likely not as flat as LDO glass, because LDO glass, they will literally throw it out if the flatness is beyond a tolerance of 0.001 millimeters. So if it is not flat beyond that margin of error, it's tossed. They throw out the glass and that's it. So there's some cool beds with different patterns. Just be wary of that. Yeah, I will always endorse things that I have tested personally, and I will always be honest in my testing of those things. So yeah, the LDO beds have worked great for me. I've only killed one of the beds by trying. Essentially, this was during our alpha testing, and I killed the bed by putting in the wrong resistor type into my config and then heating it up, and it went above 120. It got so hot the ITO coding gassed. It was kind of scary. Once they throw it out, somebody goes in a dumpster diving. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. They throw it out before they put the coating on. So you would just be getting glass panels that are just cut to the shape of an LDO glass bed. It wouldn't have the PCB on it. It wouldn't have the ITO coating on it. So, sorry, buddy. All right. This is good. We just PID tuned it. Let us find something. Oh, here it is. So the fun part is now going into our configuration here. Z-calibrate. Start. I forgot how tricky this is. All right, KB. Hey, no, KB3D stickers are no, they're not super thick. Thank you, KB3D, for sponsoring this ZN stuff calibration. No, this is not sponsored by KB3D. I am wearing their hat. Fun fact: if you order the KB3D hat and you ask them to sign it, they'll sign it. Chris is cool like that. So this is signed by Chris. So they're awesome. Love KB3D. All right, here we go. Oh, okay, there we go. Ran into one of the issues that is why we don't use the IR probe anymore. So the reason we don't use the IR probe anymore is because it is just simply not reliable. Like, at all. All right, I'm happy with that. It's just not good. So the reason it's not good is because if there's any IR interference in the area, it will just not be as reliable as it should be. This works all right because this type of bed, the IR is blocked pretty heavily by this. So this works pretty all right. Okay, we need to home all. I forgot how loud this version is. Alright, and now we're going to... I don't know if this version has auto bed leveling. No, okay, that's fine. We don't need it. It doesn't even have manual bed leveling. That's cool. Okay. This is old Clipper. Alright, let's slice a Benchy. So we're gonna go ahead and add handy models, 3D Benchy. Alright. Positron generic PLA. Alright. Network connection 192.168.0.9. Let me just make sure that's actually the right device. Yes, it is. Wait. Oh. No, it's not. Oh, that's 6. Whoops. There we go. All right. Let's get some filament. Okay, chat. Let's see what filament we have. Let's clean up just a little bit here. All right, so I got FHCS M3x6. So that is gonna go. M3x6 goes. Ooh, where did that go? I don't know. We'll deal with that in a second. M 2.5 by 10. And 2.5 by 14. And 3 by 8. And 3 by 8. Okay. And then that just kind of goes on its own. All right, there we go. That's all back to where it's supposed to be. Cool. Okay. So don't use remotes. Yeah, please don't use remotes while homing a V3. In the 3.2, we have moved completely towards using what's it called? Like we are exclusively using the ZN stop right now with manual bed leveling because it works great. I've not had a problem with it. So there's another wild thing about this design. The filament path is actually going through the Z-axis. I'll show you this in a moment. Let's see, what colors do I have to use? That's a nice orange. Let's use that. Yeah, this will work. This is a filament I want to get rid of. Yeah, polychromatic. Yep. Go. Okay, yeah, so I can't show it to you, but yeah, the actual filament path is through the middle of the extrusion. If I find an extrusion, I will show that to you guys. Alright, we need to heat up the nozzle. So PLA temps. There's a small bed and the LVO bed tolerances. Makes sense to do. Yeah, even the PCB bed that's coming out is really flat. Like, insanely flat. So, yeah, it really... Like, okay, here's my process for the PCB bed. I will level the glass bed on the Positron, so that levels everything. Because of how flat that is, once I swap in the PCB bed, it is already flat. So we don't have to worry about the PCB bed becoming a taco, because it's PCB. It's glass. It's going to stay flat. And the magnets will keep the actual PEI bed flat as well. So, I pinched myself. It caught my finger. So yeah, it works great. I love it. I have no complaints. All right, here we go. Oh, I might have to weigh this down or something. This nozzle has not seen filament in a long time. So magnetic bed works with no issues upside down. Yeah, it works great. I have no complaints about my magnetic bed. What's going on? Is it? Oh, I just didn't hit extrude. Oh, here we go. We got a little bit extruding. Oh, there we go. Oops, it splooged. Oh, yeah, that's extremely liquidy. There we go. Okay. Retract 10 millimeters. Do I have a cooling fan on this? Yes, we do. There we go. Yeah, so we stopped using this design hot end because it got gunked up quick, and it dribbled a lot. Yeah, no, the magnet works great on the PCB bed. Absolutely no complaints there. All right, let's slice this. I don't know if I'm gonna go all robot-y. My encoding seems fine. Okay. This should be an hour print. Let's give it a go. Yeah, it's so old it doesn't know what exclude object is. Like, that's something we take for granted now. It has absolutely no idea what that means. Exclude object? What's that? All I know is include object. Include everything. Print all the things. All right. That's just something. Well, it may not have it in this Clipper update. Like, we're talking about like a 2.5 to almost 3-year-old Clipper. We're not updating this Clipper. Like, hell no. Because I don't know anything about the PCBs on this, so we might have a microcontroller we have to update, and I don't want to deal with that. So we're not. Maybe you and I, Smitsky, maybe you and I can try, but I'm certainly not. Print all the things. You channeling your inner Joel? Yeah, right. Have you guys noticed the positron in the back of his videos? All right, here we go. So Smitsky, you'd be happy to know that this is currently running your config. I converted your v3.2 config to work on this version of the Posi. honestly, this is looking pretty good. Yeah. Obviously, we can't see shit, but I mean, I can see just fine. That's because I'm used to printing with a bed like this. Oh, we definitely got a little bit of under extrusion. Maybe if I just increase the squish a bit, that will fix. Oh, this is going to be really under extruded. I think we're just a little too far away from the bed. We'll see. I mean, that extrusion looks good. It's just, yeah, I think we were way too close to the bed. Or way too far. I take it that is a custom plate, or... Oh, no, this... Oh! Tanner, welcome. This is the V3. This is the original. Like, this is the Positron. So this is based off Kralen's original design. This is before we had clear glass beds. This was what we were originally thinking of shipping. Before we realized how terrible it was. So this isn't new. This is old. Yeah, man, and we're getting it working. This, I don't know if you guys will have the opportunity, but this printer is going to be auctioned off at Sanjay Mortimer Rep Rap. This exact printer right here, this one is going to be auctioned off for charity. So if you want to get your hands on this, you can. So we're going to make sure this is working at least as reliably as a 3.2. Thank you for the subscribe, Tanner. Do appreciate that. We're going to make sure this is working almost as reliably. It's not going to be as reliable as a 3.2. And we're just going to kind of... We're just going to get it to the point where it's functional. And we're going to kind of leave it there. But I mean, right now, this is actually looking pretty good based off what I can see. We're gonna be able to see more once this is done. It might fall off before this finishes, because that first layer was definitely not squished enough. So we shall see. Cooling is also going to be terrible on this, because this is when we had a completely different fan. And let me be clear, it was not a good one. Yeah, like right now, it's at full tilt. Oh, and it fell off the bed. All right, let's have a look. All right, actually, yeah, our extrusion's pretty good. It looks like, yeah, our extrusion's actually pretty even. Yeah, it looks like we were just way too far for the first layer. Of all the places, this is where you are. Yeah. Okay, I'm listening and building Mark IV Prusa at the school I work at. That's cool. Yeah, so this doesn't look terrible. One thing of interest, it is really wavy, and you're gonna see that when we do this again. So we're gonna restart this print, and we're gonna get ready to scoot her down even closer. Yeah, so the one thing when we look at this finished print, what you're gonna notice is how wavy the print is. And that is something we could not fix. That is purely a result of using synchromesh cables. So that's gonna be interesting once we get there. Makers My Nexus, thank you for the subscription. I do appreciate it. Every subscription helps. Please, chat, make sure, check the video description. There is a link to a LDO filament giveaway. So if you want to get yourself a random color spool of LDO ABS filament. Check the description, put your name in. In about an hour, we're going to do the drawing for the names. The rules are, if you've already won this month, you can't win again. But so far, there's only been one winner. So, guess what? Your chances are great. You know, one great way to clean off filament from a nozzle is to take an already printed part and just kind of like wipe it. It works. It's not advisable by any means, but it works. All right, here we go. Oh, that was fun. Hope you guys saw that. All right, how is the squish now? All right, that's looking pretty good for squish. I think we got the squish down. Does that bed have the silicon pad? No, not at all. And I'm not adding it. This was before the silicon pad was even considered. If I added the silicon pad, this would no longer be stock. We're leaving this as it is. You want creature comforts like the silicon pad? You buy the 3.2 kit. No, yeah, I'm not going to add the silicon pad because one, I don't really have that much silicon. I mean, I have silicon for this, but I want to save it for my 3.2. All right, that's a good first layer. I'm actually really happy with that. All right, sweet. I wanted a Positron when the Synchro was the only option, but yeah, I'm happy I can avoid it now. Trust me, be happy you can. I feel bad for whoever did build a Posi, because here's the thing. So, first off, massive shout out to the Positron LT team. Positron LT was a continuation of the Positron while we went dark working on this. They worked really hard on it. They did great. But even the self-sourcing kits right now, if you go and buy if you try and put all the kits together and you self-source it, you're going to be spending almost $600 to get a kit like this. Even like the forks right now, the forks of the V3, mind you, this is the V3. Forks only exist of this design. Forks do not exist the 3.2 yet. Self-sourcing costs you about $600 if you buy everything. If you group buy the parts, you could definitely get it cheaper. But right now, everything included, it's about $600 when you can get a 3.2 for $700. We really aggressively targeted that price point because we wanted to make it as approachable as possible, but with the highest quality parts possible. And I'm always honest and upfront. We don't make much off these kits. We make per kit we roughly make 20 bucks. That's it. We don't really make much else, and we're happy with that. You know, that pays for us to be able to go to rap festivals. No complaints, but we are very happy with the quality kit that people get from LDO. It's phenomenal. The support is insane because we've had some blunders, we've had some mistakes. At first batch, a lot of the heater carts were cracked. That seems to be a fixed problem. We haven't had many reports of cracked cartridges on batch 2, so that appears to have been fixed. But they replaced every cartridge that broke. They replaced it, no questions asked. They were amazing with that. We're having some reports of leaking nozzles, so the heat break is not being tightened down all the way. And they're replacing that as needed. They are being awesome with that. So LDO is just being phenomenal. If there's an issue, they will fix it, no questions asked. Gotta love LDO for that. All right, we are definitely getting past the point where we were before. Let's go ahead and increase the speed of it. So we're gonna try and push this to 200% speed. This printer should be able to handle this. I do. Again, this is mostly the same. This is mostly the same printer as the 3.2, except just not as refined. So say the extruder is the same motor. The XY motors are the same. The only thing that's really different is the actual extruder design. It's not using planetary orbital style extruder. And the Z is also just belt driven. It's not using a orbital style drive for the belt. So those are the two main differences. Cooling is also significantly worse on this version. But yeah, it can still print really quickly. Yeah, even the V2 could do 10-minute benching. We will be honest in saying they weren't pretty benchies, but they were able to do benchies. Alright, so this should only take us 30 minutes now. Roughly. That bow looks so fucked. This bow does not look good at all. Yeah, that is a bad bow. And you can see the whole bed is moving. Like, all this wobbling you see is stuff that we fixed in the official version. Yeah. It's like, you can see why we moved away from this, because it's really wobbly. It's not really that reliable of a printer. Like, man, I'm surprised people actually built this thing. And I hope the people that built this, I hope, have a better experience than what our testers did, because our testers had bad experiences. Do I have a boat from 3.2? I mean, I could tell that my 3.2 in the in the bamboo to do a boat real quick, but we'll wait. I also have Joe's G code, so I could do a 12-minute benchy, but I don't think that's gonna turn out good, like, at all. Oh yeah, that bow is so screwed, man. Oh, it's crunchy. Peter, reprinted 3D, welcome. Hey, are you doing all right, buddy? I think it was you on Twitter that said that you got into a car crash. You good? Everyone all right? Just looked at the Positron in the UK, and Prince made my eyes water. Any chance of a troll discount? Yeah, I'm sorry, bud. Actually, hold up. You might be able to win one. If you go to Sanjay Mortimer, you might have a chance to win one, and there probably will be a discount at the show, potentially. Can't make any promises. But yeah, well, I'm glad to see you're doing all right, man. I'm really glad to hear you're doing good. Yeah, that shit's terrifying. Reprinted, are you going to be at Sanjay Mortimer this year? I know the shirts that you sell go to supporting the Sanjay Mortimer Foundation. I don't know if you're going to actually be there or not. I don't think I've actually met you in person yet. Steven, yeah, I'm still kind of considering an LT to build for me, but that's just to buy parts over time as I have the money. If I can get a print farm at least somewhere, I'll just order the LGO to keep it simple. Yeah, with the LT, it is nice that you can buy the parts over time. But spoiler alert, you can start doing that with this one. With the 3.2. If you go to KB3D, most of the parts for the V3.2 are now available individually. Most. Especially a lot of the custom parts. The CNC parts are not, but you could get those made individually. Just like you would have to get them made individually for like the LT and stuff. Reprinted, no. As much as I'd love to go, can't afford overseas travel. Yeah, that's LDO is sponsoring our trip. Thank you to LDO. But hey, I'll see you at Remurf. Yeah, we'll be there. Dark Third Dimension says, not even close to Manchester. That's too damn south for me. Damn, dude, I would love to meet you. Hey, you still got a couple months to plan, so maybe just a day trip? I've driven up the entire length of the UK in a day. It's not impossible. Oh man, this is such a gnarly benchy. Do I? Okay, I have an admission of guilt. I throw away my benchies when I'm done with them. When Positron XL, I want to see 300 mil cube Positron. I cannot comment on that. I cannot comment on a larger Positron. No comment. No comment. See me at Remurf. That's all I can say. Stop by our booth at Remurf. Because we will either be camping the LDO booth again, or we'll have our own booth. I'm gonna try and get our own booth, but we might be camping the LDO booth. But check us out at Remurf. We might have something. If not at Remurf, then either at Murph. I will not be at Murph. I cannot deal with the heat, and swamp coolers. I hate them. So I will not be at Murph. It's also like, it's in a weird spot. Anyway, but yeah, definitely 3D Printopia. I will always be at 3D Printopia, no questions. Z-Top commenting. What? Z-Top? What? Oh, stop commenting. Look, I can tell them to see us at Remurf. That's all I can say. Yeah, I love how I'm the CEO of Positron, and I'm probably the worst with secrets. I'm terrible. Imagine carrying around 300 pos. I mean, okay, hold on. Oh, we had a failure. You ready to see how crunchy this is? Ooh, ow, ow, ooh, that Z motor is hot. Oh my god. Should I show you this? I don't know if I should. We're gonna restart the print, and this time we're gonna just set it to normal speeds. That Z motor is hot. I just burned myself on that Z motor. Like, I think I actually have a first degree burn. Whew. Alright, you ready? That's the bow, chat. This is why we moved away from the V3. Look at that. Look at that. See those? That is from the synchro mesh cable. This is why we moved away from it. People are all like, why'd you move away from synchro mesh? This is why we moved away from synchro mesh. Oh yeah, cooling? You think cooling is our problem? Guys, I don't think cooling is our primary concern right now. Hey, Rittenhouse, welcome. Yeah, I don't think cooling is our biggest problem. I think the bed moving might be a bigger issue. Just saying. Positron Phoenix when? Maybe. Adjust the current for the Z-Stepper. Yeah, I may have to do that. Yeah, she's running hot. Smurf is over a 4-hour drive, and I got a lot going on this year. Maybe next year if I can convince wife. I can't. I likely won't be at Smurf next year. It costs me my plane ticket alone is like $1,000. So I probably can't make it to Smurf next year unless someone sponsors me again. So maybe if you, I hope to meet you one day, be that at Smurf or at 3D Printopia. We'll see. Just need to shill harder. I am my biggest shill. Have you seen me on Mandic Labs streams? Dude, I'm telling people to buy Positron all the time. It's great. And I love how I don't get in trouble for it. Like, okay, let me be clear. I don't like to be a shill on other people's streams because that's just not, like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be trying to push your own product on other streams. The only reason I do is because it's a meme. Steven, nobody wants to come to Indiana. No. I don't want to come to Indiana. Sorry. That's coming from a Philadelphia. Just do it when it's funny. Yeah. No, yeah, so I only push Positron when it's really funny to push Positron. Like, I will say, when people say, yeah, I need a printer, and I'm looking at the V0, and everyone's like, well, what are you planning to print with it? And if people say PLA, everyone's starting to say Positron. Everyone's starting to say Positron for PLA at 700 because it's cheap and it's easy to build. Okay, it's not cheap. Let me be clear. If you're looking for price, go with an A1. A1s are good. They will work. When they break, you're gonna have to buy a new A1. But A1s work great for PLA printing. Rittenhouse says, I don't, but I'm in Ohio, and that's the closest one. Yeah. Yeah. If you're not fond of heat, then come to Scotland! I think I am going to Scotland one of the days that I'm actually up in the UK. Maybe okay, here. I will find out what my travel plans are, because I'm actually going there for a week. So I'm going to be traveling around the UK a bit. If you want to meet up one of those states, I might be able to figure that out. I'll let you know, like, what my travel... Like, hit me up on Discord, and we'll talk. What up? Scotland forever! Scotland! I can't do a Scottish accent to save my life. I probably just insulted so many people. But if you don't like being insulted, then what are you doing here? This is a Positron stream. You have me as a friend on Discord, so send me a message. Yeah, sure. 100%. And if you have a friend going to Smurf, have them put in a ticket for the giveaway for you. Hey, there you go. I'll allow that. If someone walks up to me and says, hey, I'm putting this ticket in for Dark Third Dimension, I'll high-five them, and I'll let them do it. I think that's fair. We don't have any rules on the giveaways. You know, it's just... The only rule for the giveaways is you have to be there when we announce the giveaway, and only, like, one ticket per person. I will allow one person to put one ticket in for you. Now all I need is a friend. Ah! What's going on, you hot piece? Okay! Okay! You know what? I've made Modbot And I've made Mandic Labs say some wild stuff on stream. So it was about time that I also did that. It, unlike Modbot and Mandic, I actually read a little bit further. So I didn't just read the whole thing out autonomously. But you know what? I'm a fan of chaos, so it's on my screen and I don't care. Haven't found the STL to print a friend yet. Okay, so for context, if you guys didn't watch Modbot's stream on Wednesday, I was telling him, I was helping him figure out how to route the cables, and he's asking, "Oh, do you tuck the cables?" I'm like, "Yeah." You tuck it like a great queen. And he goes, "You tuck it like a great queen on stream." And Modbot is very family friendly. Modbot is really family friendly. We're not family friendly here. I don't give a shit. And I got Modbot to say that on stream, and everyone was dying. It was great. Holla to the queens out there. Oh man, it was so good. And then Mandic said it on stream too when I was explaining the joke. Mandic is less family friendly, so he is fine with it. I forget what the other thing I made Mandic say. But I also got Mandic to say something without thinking. Yeah, Modbot is one of those people that after you beat him down, you feel bad. Here's the thing, I don't. Because at this point, they know me well enough that they need to be careful with what I'm saying. I'm sitting there at work typing this stuff up. Dude, the gloves are off. I'm from Philadelphia. Actually, you know what? It's wintertime. Hold on. I gotta do a hat swap here. I gotta do a hat swap because it's... Guess what tonight is? Chat, guess what tonight is? I need to get some certain colors out here, chat. Hold on a second. All right, alpaca, you'll do. It's orange time. It's orange time. You know what that means? It's not Prusa. It's not Prusa. That is Prusa orange. But you know what, chat? You know what really is important to me right now? And what time it is tonight, specifically? Well, chat, guess what? It's Flyers time, baby. It's Flyers time! The only sport I care a lot about is Flyers. Man, I'm now realizing I don't look that great in a beanie. I gotta see what the Flyers score is right now. Hold on. How are the Flyers doing? How are the Flyers doing?
Philadelphia Flyers are currently in a rebuilding phase.
I don't care if they're in a rebuilding phase. Flyers score. Wait, did they not play? Hold on, I thought they were playing tonight. Oh, okay, they're playing today at 10. Okay, hold up. All right, they're playing the Canucks. So they're playing tonight. Did someone give Nomad caffeine? No one gave me caffeine. I'm just naturally this energetic. So yeah, Flyers hockey. Let's go. After the disappointment that was the Phillies. Come on. I need a win here. We got cucked by the Eagles last year. We got cucked by the Phillies. Come on, Flyers. You're gonna cuck me again. I know you, but at least you're the poison I know. Why did I think that was a werewolf mask when you picked it up first? I do have a mask. Hold on. So I printed this out on my X1. I want to reprint this on my XL so I can actually... Oh no, I just snapped it. Oh no. I need glue. Anyway. I reject my humanity. Sucks. Yeah, it is a JoJo mask. It fell at some point, and that's why there's a crack here now. So I got to repair that. I'm gonna reprint this in PTG, and since I have an XL now, I can actually print this whole thing. So I won't have a flat chin. So I'm gonna reprint this. So I don't care that that's the thing now. Come to the Nomad streams. The Nomad streams are the chaotic ones. Everyone else is like calm, collected. This is the Adult Swim of 3D printing streams. Let's be real. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure, check in the description. In the description, you can get some LDO ABS filament. Random color. It is a random color of ABS filament. Let me be very clear. It is a random color. I was not informed that it would be a random color until yesterday by Jason. So it's a random color of ABS filament. But check it out. LDO, I've printed with it. It is pretty good. I'm actually really happy with the quality of the filament. I forget who their white label is, but it is great. I love it. Link is in the description. It is for U.S. citizens, not citizens. It is for U.S. locations only, but it is great. Need 100 cc of glute stat. Turned back around to look at the telly and thought that was a mask from the mask, and thought that explains so much. Look, I am going to be printing the mask, the Loki mask. I will be printing that. I have two inner creatures. One of them is Jim Carrey, and the other one is Gritty. My spirit animal is Gritty, and my spirit person is every single character that Jim Carrey has been. Smokey. Look, Ma, I'm Roadkill. Ha! I grew up on that movie, man. I am unapologetically like quoting that movie all the time. All right, this benchy's coming out pretty good. It's not great. That's a spicy meatball. My name is Cuban Pete, and I'm the king of the Rupa Pete. When I shake my maracas, I go jig jigga boom, jig jigga boom. Oh man, I need to watch the Sonic movies. The only reason I want to watch the Sonic movies is because it's Jim Carrey. Because Jim Carrey was like, I'm not doing any more movies until something really, speaks out to me. And then he was like, Sonic movie, sign me up. And then he was just on board. I love the interview where he does the Grinch face. Oh my god, right? Oop, didn't mean to knock that. They're cute fun. Yeah, I love Jim Carrey so much. You know who I miss? Robin Williams. I just saw in my shorts feed something for Bicentennial Man, and I realized I never have seen Bicentennial Man. What? So I'm gonna be watching Bicentennial Man this weekend. That's what I'm doing, chat. Sunday, we might do a stream on Sunday. It depends on how many. Okay, so here, hold on. I need PTG. I got some PTG. I need a lot of PTG for the sumo parts. I may have enough PTG to actually do the sumo parts. What I'll do is I'm gonna order some more PTG, and we're gonna slowly build the sumo enclosure. So tonight I'm gonna order some filament. I think, you know what? I got this spool of witchcraft. Oh, I got grease on that box. There's grease on my hands. So I got this spool of PGG witchcraft. I think we're gonna go with witchcraft. Either witchcraft or dark magic. I got a lot of dark magic. Chat, should we go with witchcraft or dark magic? What do you guys think? Witchcraft is very purple. Dark magic is like a dark blue purple. So I'll let you guys pick. I only need 3 spools of it, so. Okay, we got 1 for witchcraft, 1 for dark magic. 1 for dark witchcraft? Okay, that's 1 for both. So we got 2 for witchcraft, 2 for dark magic. I don't think I have polls unlocked yet, so I can't do polls in chat just yet. The fact that that's behind a subscriber wall is stupid. Sebas is the agent of chaos here. Sparks on tap, really? Okay, the colors are dark magic. So here's dark magic. It's this dark blue. It's very pretty. Very pretty. And then I have witchcraft. This is witchcraft. Very purple. Half and half? You know what? I might. Actually, okay, this is what we'll do. I'm going to buy... So I got 1 kilogram of the witchcraft. I haven't used it yet. I have about 3/4 kilogram. Okay, yeah, dark magic. Okay, I'm going to buy 3 kilograms of dark magic. And that's what we'll use. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I might be able to get the filament in quickly. We'll see. We should be good. Given the choice, I would always have to go purple. Fair enough. Alright, chat, we've got past the point on all these benchies where we have had failures. So let's hope we make it through this one. Alright. Hey, in about 15 minutes, we're going to do the drawing for the LDO filament. Once again, remember, it is a random spool of LDO filament. ABS, specifically. So there's a link in the Fabrico to... there's a link to Fabrico in the forum, so you can see what kind of colors you can get. They're all really nice colors. I love all the colors. But yeah, go in there and sign up to get a chance to win a spool of LDO filament. Go lighter purple accent if you want some spice in it. Yeah, so we're gonna use dark magic's primary and witchcraft as accent. So I'm gonna plate everything, gonna figure out what's the accent, what's the primary, and we're gonna figure all that out. The forum, reprinted. In my links on Twitch, it's down there. If you can't find it there, just hop over to YouTube real quick. And in my video description of this stream, because I'm streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, it's in the description. So there's 2 places to get. I would send it, but can I send it from here? Am I signed in to be able to do that? I should be. I should be. Let me shorten the URL. I should be able to send it to both locations. Oh yeah, look at that. There you go. There's the link. I'm not familiar with your witchcraft. Well, bippity boppity boopity. Here's spookity. I don't know. Every time I hear a noise, I get concerned. I am happy to say that everybody who has gotten into the giveaway has actually gotten the question correct. Hey Jim, welcome. How's it going? Hope you're doing good today. This Benchy is looking decent. It's not great. The fact that we're actually able to send a Benchy on this, that's really all we were looking for. You Googled the question, really? Tech Jeepers. It's the life. It's the answer to everything. To the life, universe, and everything. How do you not know that? think we should revoke Tech Cheaper's nerd license. Kidding. Kidding. Hippity hoppity, get off my property. Get out my property. But yeah, next week, I think Wednesday. Wednesday is gonna be when we start our Positron build with Pooch. So Pooch is building his Positron. We're gonna be doing it with him. So we're gonna do like some sort of split screen. So I got all my parts printed to rebuild my Posi. So we're gonna be doing that. That's gonna be fun. So be sure to get subscribed. We're gonna be doing that next week, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know the frequency of that stream yet. I'm gonna talk to Pooch and see like how often he wants to do that. But yeah, Pooch and I are gonna be building Positrons together. Not in person. Trust me, I wish Pooch was here. But it's gonna be fun. He's doing carbon fiber as well for his Positron. So it looks like we're gonna be building very similar Positrons. Oh my god, yeah. I love hanging out with Pooch. Pooch is awesome. He's a cool guy. Yeah, Pooch is almost as crazy as me. I mean, you've seen him hang the Mark IVs from the ceiling. You know, his last video was that he hung a Mark IV from the extruder. He let the Mark IV lift itself from the extruder. Absolutely insane that he did that. So, yeah. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun. Yo, Rittenhouse, you didn't see that? Yeah. If you go to Repcord's YouTube channel, yeah, he straight up lifted a Prusa with the extruder alone because the extruder has so much torque that it can do that. I just about drag racing 3D printers, but you just gave me an idea. Oh, I joke about, okay. Thought we were gonna say he hung a Mark IV by the neck. I mean, he might as well have. What is the neck of a printer if not the extruder? Right? Kegel, hello! Welcome! How's it going, Kegel? How are you doing, friends? We got a V3 Positron printing. This is good shit. I still can't believe that we got this working. To be clear, this has been in parts for like a year. But it's working. I'm going great. How y'all doing? I'm doing great. We cooked a tungsten nozzle. This is the Fadus tungsten nozzle, one they just came out with. And it's completely clogged. It's cooked. It is cooked. And there's nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna try and blowtorch it, but right now there's nothing I can do about this. It is clogged with nylon carbon fiber. It is so cooked right now, man. Did I cook my finger? Oh yeah, I got grease on my finger. This is just grease. This is grease from the Z-Rail on the bamboo. I'm fine. Just trying to print some TPU tracks by Death Racers. Nice. Did you hear we got TPU working on Positron? We have been able to successfully print 85A TPU on Positron. On a Bowden setup, we've been able to do that. It's kind of insane. Oh yeah, I burned it a little bit. Like I could see just the tiny part where I burned it on the Z motor. That Z motor got toasty. This Positron doesn't really have a metal base the same way the current Positron does. So it doesn't use the base as a heatsink. Dark Third Dimension says, content idea, racing printers by having them start on the floor. Have the filament located that is... Oh, They gotta extrude the filament to go up. First one to the ceiling wins. That's funny. I like that. Alternative idea. You let the spool loose on the ground, and you have the spin of the extrusion roll the spool. And then you just put 2.4 millimeter nozzles on the extruders, so it just pumps out filament. Nice. I was definitely nice being able to fire the printer up today. Hell yeah, man. Jim says, I was breaking down one Death Race to rebuild it after 3D Printopia damage. Did yours get hit by the nozzle one? I heard someone put nozzles on the end of their weapon. That sucked. I didn't actually see the event, nor did I participate. I don't have Death Racers. I might one year, because that is quite fun. But we'll see. Hopefully yours didn't get hit by that metal one, because that was not cool. I mean, my brain's also like, at least they used nozzles. They didn't just like attach like a sheet of metal to the weapon. Like, at least it was 3D printing related. That's the only thing I can think of as a... no, mine was too low of infill. It happened the match after that was discovered. Okay. Well, at least yours did not get decimated by metal. Yeah, so if you guys haven't heard, so at 3D Printopia during the Death Racers, someone put in a Death Racer that used nozzles on the end of its weapon, and it decimated some of the Death Racers. And it was like beyond repairable damage, what they did. And that just isn't cool. The one thing that's nice about I'm fine. Tickle in the throat. One thing that's nice about the Death Racers, please correct me if I'm wrong, because they use printed parts primarily, and the weapons are printed parts, most of the damage is going to happen to the printed parts, and not to, like, the actual metal parts that make up the Death Racer. But if you add, like, nozzles to the weapon, or metal to the weapon, you could actually destroy some of the metal parts, and that's more expensive, so that's just not cool. If anyone's interested in how much a cable line can hold, it's been a whole tree for a few days now. Oh god. Sparks, please be careful. I don't have printers too much. Yeah. I'm on my third different type of build plate and have 0 of 40 tracks. It's getting ridiculous. Oof, yeah. TPU's difficult, man. I thought the nozzles were inside the thing. I don't know. I don't know where the nozzles were. I just knew. I've heard it through the grapevine. Yeah, I would be pissed. Oh, yeah. Reprinted asks, I hope Sam disqualified them. Oh, straight up, they were banned from participating. They weren't kicked out of Printopia, but they were kicked out of Death Racers for the whole event. So they weren't allowed to participate at all after that was discovered. I don't know if that was, like, you know, banned from all Death Racers forever, but they were definitely... Yeah, he had a picture of it. I saw him with a picture of him holding it, the Death Racer. But yeah, no, that person got told. Just made a Death Racer out of Ultim. Oh my god. I have an Ultim manufacturer in the area. If I can get a printer that prints Ultim, I might hit them up about some filament. If you didn't see earlier, I have some nylon parts that we're printing the Positron out of. It's insane. Nylon's wild. It's off the side of the house. The tree knocked power lines off, but it's half knocked over, hanging on the bottom line, which is the cable internet line. Ooh. Well, hey, at least your ISP installed that cable really well. You know? I remember we had a really bad storm roll through Jersey. Like, I want to say almost 8 years ago. I was driving at the time, but I was still in high school. It was bad. Power lines were down everywhere, and people were like really scared to drive over them. The power was off because it tripped the breakers. But everyone's like, "Oh, I don't want to drive because there's power lines all over. And it's like, guys, if you actually look, it's the lower cables that came off. Those are data cables. Those are fiber optics. So the worst you're gonna do is take out someone's internet. And people are like, oh, okay. I'm like, if you see sparks, then you should be concerned. They were along the striking edges of the weapon. Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. That's BattleBots, not Death Racers. Yeah. They were permitted to play the following day once the Death Racer was checked and found safe. Okay. Well, thank you, Jim. Thank you for the clarification. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if yeah, don't be dumb. Don't be an asshole. Don't do stuff that you really shouldn't. Reverend, hey all, how's the filament faithful today? Plural makes hello. Plural, welcome to the chat in X or Twitter, however you guys want to call it. Welcome. Yeah, we're doing great, guys. Plural, if you want to get in on potentially winning some LDO filament, check our YouTube stream. In the chat, we have a link to a giveaway form. In like 5 minutes, I'm gonna close the thing in 5 minutes, and in 5 minutes we're gonna do drawings for a random color of LDO ABS filament. So make sure you get in that. If you're on Twitch, you're also eligible. It's down in my links somewhere. You have to find it. I'll post a link to it again here. There you go, chat. If it's a fiber cable, they are stupid strong to a point that they have to put cutters in the clips that are used to secure them. Because if the poles holding up fall, the cable can decap. Oh god, yeah, that's terrifying. Fiber optic is no joke, man. Not fiber, it's the old cable line. Ah, yeah. Good old plenum. I've never been so disappointed hearing you say X. Sarcastic. Yeah, look. As much as I hate Twitter now, like, Twitter sucks. Let's be real. Sometimes it's just faster to say X. Like, I have to. And the sad part is, it is getting to the point where everyone kind of knows what we're talking about. I still call it Twitter normally, though. Sometimes I just toss X out there if I don't want to say more than one syllable. Jim, I also sliced up a set of the hexagon decorations for my Posin top plates. Just have to wait for an open printer. Hell yeah, man. Nick, I love my fiber. I wish I had fiber. I only have coax. I do not have fiber. We get supposedly 2 gig down, but it's not that great. All right, yeah. In 5 minutes, guys, we're gonna. Ooh, did I pause the music? I did. In 5 minutes, we're gonna close the forum. So if you want to get a chance to win some LDO filament, be sure to hop in. We just got 2 gig fiber in my area. Nice. I don't own the house I live in. I live with my parents. So thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad, for paying for the internet. Fiber makes you poop. It does. Fiber is good for you. Love that mod. Do you see the ones I shared? They're cleaned up. Yeah, Tech Cheaper actually made that mod. We're working on getting it into the mod section of the GitHub. I have to show him how to properly do pull requests on GitHub so that he can get credit for submitting that. But yeah, Tech Cheaper did that. It's pretty cool. I like it. If you haven't seen my versions are simple. This is a version I did. This is literally just the plate CAD, and I just sliced it with no top and bottom layer. So this is just infill. It's not as nice as Tech Cheaper. Tech Cheaper did it way nicer than what I did. This is like, like this replaces your top panel. This doesn't go on top of the top panel. In grabbed it this morning from the Discord. Cool. We just got it too. I haven't gotten it pulled here yet. I'm getting faster than my neighbor on fiber, so I haven't been rushing, right? Oh god, this benchy looks bad, guys. This is it. We're giving this printer away like it is. I'm not doing anything else. Hey, you got your V3 back. Nice. Hey, Scott, if you haven't tried some LDO filament, we're doing a giveaway. We're doing random color, so it's completely random what color you might get, but you get a chance to win some LDO ABS. Yeah, yeah, I'm glad we got this working. Scott, I'm gonna send you updated configs. I updated the configs for the V3 to have all the current features of the 3.2, so it has all the new macros and stuff. So I'll send that over to you. Oh, you have one of every color already. Nice. I answered twice. Sorry for that. If you did, I can just pick out your name. Okay, hold on. Who did the math wrong? Someone did the math wrong. Oh, man. Someone forgot their PEMDAS. And I think I know who it is. I think it was Reverend. Yeah. Reverend, I think you did your math wrong there, buddy. It is not 35, I can tell you that. I think it's Reverend, because Reverend said he did it twice, and 2 people said it was 35, so... Look at me, I'm not in the US, right? Alright. Let's go ahead and do the drawing now. So I'm gonna... 1 more minute to get your stuff in. Once it's whatever time it is for you, 50, then we're turning it off. So get your names in. I'm honestly really happy to see that we have 18 responses. You just wanted to see if it mattered? It doesn't. I don't know why. I put it in there because a bunch of other people do it. So, alright. We are not accepting responses anymore. Alright, let me get this list of names here. I love how Scott's like, I have one of every color, and he still puts his name in. You know what? That's cool. It's whatever. I win. It'll be my first time with ABS. ABS isn't that hard. It's pretty good. Just make sure you have an enclosure, and you're good to go. ABS prints fairly easily. It's becoming a material I really enjoy working with, so no complaints there. All right, let's get this over to RDP. Is that the... Nope, that's not the one. Live top. Where is my browser? Oh, here it is. There we go. All right. So here's how it works, guys. If you win, then you are excluded from being able to win again for the month. Standard thing. But you'll get... I will email you. I'm going to CC Jason. And you'll get a random spool of LDO filament. So, yeah, Steven, if you don't have an enclosure, here's what you can do. You can put a cardboard box over the printer. What printer do you have? Before I do this, I want to make sure, like, if you want to take your name out or not. So, what do you have as a printer? Oh, I want to make sure we, like... Yeah, Steven, if you want to take your name out, that's cool. You can do that. That's because you don't have the full rolls. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so, I mean, you can use a draft shield. That's fine. We're just going to do the spin here. I'm going to shuffle it up a few times. But, yeah. So, if you don't have an enclosure, you can use a draft shield. Just make sure you have a air purifier to filter out any bad stuff. You don't want to be breathing it. The ABS and ASA fumes are not good for you. Shuffle it 42 times. Screw it, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 40, 42. There you go. So 42 times, roughly. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's spin the wheel of names. And let's see who wins. And it is... Oh, Sparks on tap. That was a close one. That was a close one. Sparks on tap. You still in chat here? Still with us? Let's see. Let's see if he's still with us. Sparks on tap. Sparks on tap. You got a minute. Yeah, baby, he's here. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. I will make note of your win. And I will email you. No, you don't see him? Oh, man, I don't see Sparks either. Maybe we should redraw. No, I am limited to one per stream. So, congrats, man. That's going to be awesome. And thank you, everyone who's been tuning in. One thing I like to say is, you know, the more you guys subscribe, the more you guys watch the streams, the more stuff we can do. So if you guys keep watching, you keep subscribing, the more I'm going to be able to go to, you know, sponsors, be like, hey, I want to do this. So if you guys keep following, if you guys keep subscribing, keep liking the streams, we can do more giveaways, which is going to be awesome. So if you want to see more giveaways, if you want more chances to win, just keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing. That's how you do it. You help us grow, and we help you get free shit. Simple as that. See, that's a good call to action right there. That's a good call to action. We're almost done here. We're gonna keep going until this printer is done. Yeah, so this was our last benchy. Obviously not a full boat here, but we got a hull. And oh boy, crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. I don't need any giveaway, just need that great content. There you go. I don't think I'm ever gonna move to like actually making videos. But streams are definitely gonna be something we do. I like how often we stream too. It's pretty good, pretty steady. I certainly can't complain. And we have fun here. We have our own brand of fun. It's great. Thanks for the reminder. I forgot to lick the mash button. Come on, man. No build video? Well, here's the thing. So I stream to YouTube and immediately comes to VOD. I don't have the energy nor the time commitment to be able to edit videos, and I don't have enough money to hire an editor. So because of that, we're just sticking to VODs for now. If I ever get the time to be able to actually work on videos, maybe I might actually make some videos. But for now, we're keeping it chill, low effort, you know? The good stuff. For every little, Nomad will rotate 1 degree. By the time he's upside down, something will happen. Yep, I'm just gonna break gravity. See, me and Isaac Newton, we're not on speaking terms. I think the dude's way too obsessed with apples. And, you know, this whole gravity thing, it's concerning. Like, he's a little too obsessed with it. And I think he should find help. Hi, Callie! Callie, the workshop cat, has arrived. Hi, Callie. I know you don't want to be on camera. Will you let me pick you up? Hold on. I'm going to try... Here, Callie. Come here. Nope. You're running? Okay. No, she won't let me pick her. Callie is adorable. If you subscribe to my... If you follow me on Twitter, you know, the little link you lose right here, you'll see photos of her every once in a while. Technically, it's still not real, indeed. I've got qualifications in audio editing, so if you want to do a podcast, then I'm your man. I mean, sure. I know we did like a podcast with Rob from Baby Belt. I don't think I'm ever gonna do like a podcast per se. Maybe one day. Chat, what would we name a Positron podcast? What would a Positron podcast be called? I want to see what you guys think. I'm thinking some ideas. Should I say my ideas out loud? I don't know if I should. I mean, we got a lot of 3D printing podcasts, but like a Positron podcast. I'm thinking antimatter. Antimatter podcast? Maybe. That sounds a little too sciencey though. Wrong Side Up podcast. I like that. Wrong Side Up. Oh, that's good. Every time you mention Callie, I think you're talking to me. Is that my name? Posy Talk. Okay. Pod. I can't. How do you even say that, Tanner? Tron. Oh God, I think I just had a stroke. I'm liking Wrong Side Up. I'm really liking that. Don't you know by now I'm full of good ideas? Yeah. You are great. You're full of great ideas, Sparks. Yeah, I'm really excited to rebuild the posse. I'm really excited for that. The Upside Down podcast. That works. Though I need, before we do the podcast with the build stream with Pooch, I need to find some spare parts. Because I'm missing a few. And I need to find them. It's gonna be important. Like, I have a new base plate I need to find. So that's gonna be fun. The Upside Down podcast. No, I like Wrong Side Up. I think I like Wrong Side Up like a little bit better than Upside Down. Yeah, mine is trash. I love the Wrong Side Up idea way more. Hey, your idea is not trash. All ideas are great ideas. The only bad ideas are the ones that you don't... The only bad questions and the only bad ideas are the ones you never propose. I think that might be one from the show. Okay. Wrong Side Up is better. Yeah. So let it be known here. If we do a podcast, it's gonna be called Wrong Side Up. I like it. I mean, I think a podcast about the design process of 3D printers and like the nature of starting a startup that is focused on... Okay, so here's the cool thing about Positron. This is actually something I love about Positron. Positron is open source, but we're taking the Prusa approach. So we are not a non-profit. We are a not-for-profit. So our goal is not to make profit right now, but like, yeah, we generate income and we utilize that income. Voron is not for profit, so what they do, they don't pay their members, which is fine. That's money can make lives complicated, so I don't blame them, especially in friendships. When you introduce money into friendships, it can cause toxicity, and that's never fun. And I don't blame them for wanting to stay out of that. But Positron's very unique. We're heavily inspired by Prusa as well as Voron, and what we want to do. So I like being completely open and honest about my intentions as CEO. I want Positron to be employee owned. Like, that's my goal. I want Positron to be employee owned at some point, because I want us to still have fun with this and do it the way we want to do it. So that's my hope. I hope we get to make Positron a good startup that is employee owned. And I'm excited because we're new to this. We are fresh eyes. And I mean, we came into the market flipping things upside down quite literally here. So I think talking about kind of the process of becoming a small business, a startup business, coming into the market the way we did with working with LDO, that's the only other company to really have done that, especially in recent memory, is CocoaPress. But, and admittedly, CocoaPress is so far more successful than Positron, but that's because CocoaPress is for profit, and they have designed their company for making profit. And they're awesome. Ellie is great. We love Ellie. But yeah, you know, I just think this would be really fun to talk about. I would be interested in hearing more of the process for sure. Yeah. I've talked at nauseam about the original design process for coming up with Positron. you know, if you meet me at any of these shows, I'll talk your ear off about why we went with the design we did, and that's fun. That's cool. I love doing that. I love telling our story. But you know, I think talking to the other guys, especially now that we've almost been in business for a year, our official anniversary for being like a business is around May, because that's when we started shipping units, and that's when the team actually started forming. We've been around for 3 years. Let me be clear on that. We've been around for 3 years. Ever since Kraylin released the original Positron V3, we've been around. So Kraylin created Positron 3D with me, myself. It was Kraylin, Danning, and myself. Danning was one of the original members of Positron. She helped Kraylin develop the Positron. So it was myself, Danning, and Kraylin. It was the three of us. We started Positron 3D once we realized that this was really popular. And more importantly, we wanted to protect Positron. So we wanted to make sure that the design and intellectual property of Positron itself was owned by a LLC, Positron 3D. That way, if Kraylin got hired by a company, Positron 3D could continue in whatever it's doing. That was our idea and that was our goal, and we were successful in that because Kraylin did get hired by another company, and he's not allowed to work on Positron as a result of their NDA and their non-compete. So we made the right move, separating all the designs and intellectual property from Kraylin and moving it to Positron. So we worked on this printer for roughly a year and a half. Decided, based off what you're about to see, that this was not a good printer design. It was a good start, but not a good finish. So we are very happy with 3.2. We're very happy with the results that we get out of the 3.2. And I am very excited to continue down that path. And I think we're going to be really successful in that regard. And it's been fun. It's been fun. So big head move, right? This past year has been the most rewarding, most fulfilling year in my life. I've had so much fun. I've met all of you wonderful people at these Rep Rap festivals. I've made so many friends, and I've made memories I will cherish forever. And I am so happy that I got to experience all this. And if it wasn't for Positron, none of this would be possible. So I'm so grateful to all of you for this being possible. And I'm so grateful to everyone who's bought Positron. You know, I always say we only make like $20 off Positron. Every Positron sold, we make $20. So there's really no incentive. There is an incentive for me to, you know, get people to buy Positrons. There really isn't. We're not making money off this. I mean, we are, but like not a lot. $20 out of 700 is not a lot. That is like less than 5%. When you sell like 1,000 units, yeah, that is a lot of money. But we're not selling 1,000 units. We're a very small production. All the money that we've made has just allowed us to go to Rep Rap festivals. That's it. Has helped pay for hotels, has helped pay for travel, etc., food, whatnot, and materials to continue developing Positron. And I want to keep it that way. I want to keep the money going back into the project, because I want to continue pushing open source. Let's be real. Printers got boring. Until Bamboo entered the market, everything was just either a Core XY, clone off of Voron, or a Prusa clone like an Ender. They were boring. Everything got boring. This is the first printer that's literally different. Is it $20 for all the team members or $20 per person? It is $20 flat. Positron gets $20 per kit. That's it. We don't divide it because, as of right now, I'm technically the only employee. I'm the only official employee for Positron. And the idea is that we want to be able to pay for one person's salary first, then they become the first employee. Hi, that's me. And then once we make enough to hire another person, we're going to hire the next person, then the next person, etc. It's going to be a snowball of bringing people onto the team. That's the goal. So, if we do become profitable, the idea is that I get hired, I then can dedicate full time to Positron and push everything further. And then we can bring on the next person, and then we could push even further, get the next person, and keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Is it going to be successful? I have no idea. But it's going to be fun. That's the important part. And you know what? If it doesn't work out, we had a good time doing it. No hard feelings. Have to mass produce to see the profits that people think you make off a project like this. Absolutely. Do you have any ideas for future printers at the moment? Yes. That's it. That's all I can say. Yes. We look. You work on this for 3 years, you get ideas. But yeah, no, we have a lot of fun ideas. I can't wait for us to work on them when we have the time to. And all the money that we're making is going to be going towards whatever's next. Right now we're focused on improving the 3.2 and just making that better. Because the 3.2 is phenomenal. The current kit is great, but we're always working on improving. All you hear about are maker chips and positrons, right? It's insane. Like, I remember at Remurf, people were like, yeah, I heard about your booth from over there. I'm like, over where? Oh, the entire other side of the building in the other hall. I'm like, what? People are talking about Positron over there? Wild. Okay, let me be clear. A year ago, no one really knew who I was. Is the next printer going to be called the Moron? No. We have a name. Because we tossed out a bunch of names. We have a name, but I'm very much of the thought process that I'm not going to announce anything until I can make a delivery on it. So I don't want to get your hopes up. I don't want to get any ideas that like anything's being promised. So don't expect anything from us. Like, yeah, we're tinkering, but that's it. That's all that's happening. We're tinkering with ideas. Is it gonna be the Moron? That's good. F Berry Pie? No. Negatron? No. Negatron is not a subatomic particle. We have a theme that we're gonna try and keep to. I made a joke on Twitter. Someone's like, you know, coming up with someone. Okay, what happened was someone was saying, you know, how to make a business name. Just pick a name from a Lord of the Rings book. And then someone was like, well, don't do that. You just kind of like ruined this name off of a beloved franchise. I don't disagree. Like, if you really like the Mind Flayers, that's cool. Don't name a company Mind Flayer Inc. Because, like, do you really want to associate your business with someone else's work? If you do, sure, that's all right. But like, then if something happens with that other creative person, then you know you might get caught in the crossfires. Like, yeah. So you don't do that. But then I made the joke saying, yeah, you know, it's not that hard to be original. Like, just come up with a name for your first printer that just embodies the upside downness of your design and call it the Positron. You know, the only antiparticle known that has a cool individual name and doesn't just have the word anti slapped in front of the particle name. I'm like, oh shit. Oh yeah. That's hot. Alright, chat, you ready? Oh. I don't know if I want to show you this. I'm just gonna hide it. Oh! Oh no. Extrusion's good. Extruded is fine. It's oval. Oh god, it's oval. Oh, that is an oval. Oh no, it's an oval. Oh. Do it, you coward. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Wow, I can zoom in pretty far on this. Benchy. Crunchy Benchy. Oh, man. Look at that. Oh, look at that artifacting. Yeah, that artifacting is from the Synchromesh. There was no way for us to get rid of that. There was nothing we could do about that. Look how bad that is. And yet the smokestack is totally an oval. Yeah, it looks like it got attacked by Jaws. Yeah. Oh, it's even worse on this side. Away from the cooling. Oh, man. That's gnarly. Let me see if I have a Benchy from one of my older Positron runs. I don't think I do. I think that Benchy is currently... I think that Benchy is currently in my office. I don't think I have one here currently. Pretty certain I don't. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, all the models I printed on my Positron, they end up at my office, because that's where I am all the time. That's a shame. I wish I had a Benchy to show off. I will tweet this photo, but I will get a Benchy off of 3.2 to just show you guys like just how good we've gotten. Actually, I do have. I don't know where that is. I have the mini. Is it in here? Hold on. Let me look real quick. There is a tiny. There's a tiny one that we got. A tiny Benchy, super small Benchy. I just don't remember where it is. Not there. All right, I will look for it. But yeah, we have a tiny Benchy that it's like a 5% scale Benchy that a Positron has done, and it looks amazing. Way better than this. Oh yeah. This is why we moved away from Synchromesh and from this printer design. Oh, the VFA artifacts are just terrible. You can actually feel them. Like you can hold on, let me. Yeah, you can see them. Like actually propagating into the print. It's all throughout. Yeah, that's oval. That is not round. I mean, it's round, but it's not circular. Yeah, this is why we moved away from Synchromesh. Again, Synchromesh worked great for what we had in the university, but yeah. I'm sure if I gave this printer to Scott, they could probably tune this to be really, really good. That helps the Benchy slip through the water better, right? Gonna need a bigger Benchy. Alright. Yeah, so that's the Positron. That's the V3. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. Is it the best? No. Is it hot as hell? Oh god, yeah. I need to tune that config to be colder. I also need to work with my team to get this onto a smaller SD card, because this is a 128 gig SSD card, and I don't want to use a 128 gig SSD card. So I need to use a Pi backup tool to like bring it to a smaller SD card. So there's some stuff I'm going to work on offline. But yeah, she's spicy. Okay, how hot is that? How hot is that motor? We're going to find out how hot this motor is before I shut this off. The more seaworthy since it has the wave patterns already. There you go. Look, okay, I had to see how hot it was. That is definitely hotter than 60 Celsius. I think I'm gonna. Okay, my guess is that's about 85. It's either 85 or it's not 90. 75 to 85 Celsius is what I'm thinking. Chat. We were all wrong. Oh, hold on. Top camera reset. That's 112. That motor is 112 Celsius. Yeah, I'm gonna be reducing the run current on that. Oh my god. The hottest part of that motor is 118 Celsius. What the hell? I mean, it's using ABS. Like, without a doubt, it's using ABS. ASA. That's insane. Oh my god. Oh wait, I need to turn this back on. I need to get a photo of that. Dude. No, it's not actually. That is the motor itself. The base of the printer is supposed to be the heatsink, but this was before we really dedicated the base of the printer to being a heatsink. So the heat from the motor is not dissipating into the base of the printer. So it is just cooked. All right, let me... Fusion. There we go. The AB motors are actually pretty chill right now. Yeah, the rest of the printer is pretty cold. The Z motor is so hot right now. Oh my god. It wanted to match the heat of the bed and then just kept going. Man, that thing needs an HVAC unit. Oh my god, right? Dude, that's insane. Just another reason why we moved away from this design. To one that is much safer in general. Okay. Chat, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Sparks on tap, I am going to email you, and we're going to get you that spool filament. Holy tamale. I need to leave this on so that the see, I just retract this manually. There we go. Okay. That one thing you never do: never leave filament inside the nozzle of a positron when you turn it off and it's still hot. That is a no. That is really bad. Anyway, okay. Chat, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back on Monday, potentially with some sumo assembly. And then Wednesday, I think we're going to be hanging out with Pooch. So, hey, be sure to like, subscribe, follow us on Twitch if you haven't already, and we'll see you then. Hey, Twitch chat, before we go, let's get you rated over to somebody real quick. Let me pull that up. I got to remember that. YouTube chat, I can't raid yet, so I don't know, find someone you like. Okay, raid channel. Who is streaming? Looks like Zombie's not streaming. I hope he's feeling alright. Or, hold on. Zombie. Hedge. Hog. No, he's not streaming. Weird. Alright. Twitch chat, we're going to send you over to Kim for the day. They are really cool people. Yep, there we go. My channel. Alright. Good night, everybody. Is it giving me the option to raid over? No, it doesn't appear to be.
All right. Yeah. See you guys. Have a good night.